guys, I'm back again. I'm here to follow with my story. So I'm gonna start off by them picking us up at the airport, and we're now in the motel. And we all know what happened with the Nigerian guy, but I eventually found a roommate, which is, gold solid. So at this point, we're still at the hotel, the motel. So we arrived in Canada, and the following morning, we were picked up by the school to get our bank account. The school did a lot of stuff for us, obviously, from based off my story. They pick us up, they gave us 2 free nights at a motel, as well as to take us to a bank to open our accounts. So yeah, that was a whole vibes. So I think my roommate and I, after we got our bank account, we went and got phones, well, chips, SIM cards, and we sort out the whole approval for the apartment and stuff. And then now we are moving. So we're moving. We spent an extra night at the motel, and we split the bill. And we said, all right. And then we called a taxi, and we moved into our apartment. But when you're moving into an apartment now, remember, apartments are not furnished. And what I mean they're not furnished, they will come with a stove and a refrigerator. That is a must for rental properties in Canada, I believe. So we had those, but it had nothing else, absolutely nothing else. So now we have to go to the supermarket. So we went to the supermarket, right? And I saw a pot set, and the pot was probably 24 in it. So I said, girl, we can split the cost on this, because why you gotta buy one pot set and me gotta buy one pot set? That don't make no sense. One girl said she never want to share the pot. She said she never want to share, and she did give one reason, as opposed to then suppose me want to cook something and you want to cook something. I mean, like, it's a 24-piece set, pot set. You know what? You buy your own pot set and I buy my own pot set, since that you want. But what I heard and what I took from that situation is that she don't want to share. So if a girl buy a salt, I buy a salt. If a girl buy a black pepper, I buy a black pepper, because she not try share. Now granted, we are both from Jamaica, and we're both in this country, and we know no one, right? We don't know nobody. So my thing is that if we're here and we type our money, me don't know about she, me they will type on my money. I moved to Canada with $3,000 cash and 2 suitcases and a backpack. And that was it, right? So she said she never want to share. I mean, I took that as well. I don't want to share nothing at all. So I run with that. I'm, do my thing, and she do her thing. And then, we go home from the supermarket, and it's just 2 of everything. Yeah, it's like that, in retrospect, granted, it was a brilliant idea, and we never had any conflict. We never had, oh, you drink out too much of this, or you finish the milk, or, you finish the toilet paper, and you did buy it last time, and me never buy it last time, and, we never had that problem. In fact, we never had any problem. That roommate situation was probably one of the better roommate situation that I've had. The odd thing about the relationship or the dynamic is that we didn't have a relationship. We were coexisting in the unit. She in her room, I'm in my room. We have never gone out to say, all right, let's go to the movies together. Let's go to the mall together. Besides the one time we did go to the mall to get our phones, our SIM. That was the only time she and I ever did anything. And maybe the first day of school when we didn't know anywhere or anyone. But, I would have preferred it to be a little bit more than that. But it was what it was, and, everything worked out. So anyways, we moved into the apartment, we got our stuff, and at the time in Canada, schools were on strike. I don't know if you guys remember a moment in time when schools were on strike in Canada. So when we moved to Canada, And even though we got here December 27, 28-ish, and school would have started the first week of January, school never start. And we knew that before we came to Canada. The only thing about the situation at that time is that everything else was set in motion already. So we had already been approved for the school. We have already been approved for our visa. We have already booked flight. So when the strike hit in about November, I believe, we already had everything in place. So we were just taking a chance and still coming to Canada and say, hey, you know, however the boat swing or the door swing, we this is what we're going to do. At least that's how I took it. I didn't think, you know, a strike don't last forever. Nowhere a strike ever lasts forever. So, you know, it took a blow over. So the first couple of days in Canada, we did nothing. We were in the apartment with each other. I was in my room, she was in her room. And again, the dynamic again, that little thing that I was saying. But we did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Until they sent us an email saying that school will open, I think it was January 19th. And we go to school on January 19th. No. My first impression of school, first day of school. You know a girl on time, you know a girl pretty. Outside cold and thing, I'm a layer up and nice, but I look nice, like, you know. Eventually along the way, the whole fashion thing there and the whole, you know, put things together and do this and do that, did fall by the wayside because it is so cold and I was more concerned with being warm than to look nice. But for the first few days, a girl did have to look good. So my first impression when I got to the campus, interestingly enough, I felt like I was in the middle of India. No disrespect, I'm just saying, like, the school was so predominantly students from India. So it's like, maybe I'm exaggerating, but maybe 90% of the population, school population, were students from India. So that in and of itself was almost like a culture shock, because, you know, you move to Canada and you expect a certain thing, but you get something else. That was it. We met with our teachers for the first week. Teachers were nice. They were polite. They gave us cards to put our names on because they couldn't keep up with all the new students. It was back in kindergarten when teachers didn't know who you were, or maybe you had to wear a name tag or something like that. That was kind of fun. That was kind of fun because the teachers trying to pronounce these names, and I had some Nigerian classmates as well. I'm gonna tell you guys about, you know, what are some of the benefits of studying in Canada and how diverse it was, and how when you get into the classroom, even though the general population seems to be predominantly students from India, when you get into your individual groups and your individual classroom, it changes, and you see other people and you meet other people from different ethnic background and different culture. So I really did like that part of it. There's nothing more to it. Campus big, campus clean, campus nice. The gym, the gym did free. The gym is a part of your tuition fee, as well as having a free bus pass. Well, it's not a free bus pass because everything is in your tuition. You have insurance, you have, like I said, your bus pass allows you to travel unlimited for the entire semester, which is for international students. The more money you can save on, the more money you want to. So that was certainly a bonus. Proper library. I'm trying to think of some of the things that I could have say. Yeah, and I will be back to tell you some more stuff as usual. Just bear with me once a week. You know the thing set. See you later.